Hey somebody. Hey somebody. New look. Who this? Jazz. That's me. Hi guys. Hey y'all, welcome to With Jazz and RJ. We are back with another one. We're gonna get right into it. Okay. This video we are talking about accepting flirting in relationships or marriage. Meaning, is flirting okay in your marriage? Is it acceptable in your marriage or relationship? Is that something that is okay with you? We want to discuss that. We're gonna have this is like a / story time too, because we're gonna discuss something that happened within our marriage. Okay, so let's get right into it. All right, so accepting flirting in relationships. I feel, for me, right, flirting is not acceptable in a relationship, in a marriage. I mean, if you're dating someone and y'all get serious, it's not acceptable. Because why? I just know and feel like flirting opens the door. It leads to other things, and it opens the door for other things. Because why would I think it's okay that my husband is accepting a flirt? That's why I said accepting flirting. So if somebody is flirting with you, or flirting with my spouse, or flirting with me, is it okay for me to accept it? Is it okay for him to accept flirting? And when I say accept flirting, what I mean is you like, oh, you giggle at it, you think it's cute, you respond to it. That's what I mean by accepting it.
Entertaining it.
You entertain it, exactly. Is that okay with me? No. In relationship, in marriage, I don't believe so.
And the same thing goes for, vice versa, I mean, definitely, like, when it comes to, put it like this, on a man perspective, like, we're very, very overprotective. We like, okay, we like real, quick tempered, especially when it's, someone that we truly love, and, God, dang, you the beautiful thing up in here. Thank you. And then you like, what was the smile and all that? Like, what was that about? And then, like, we so quick to respond. And what I mean by respond is like using what I just said for example. And then, you say, oh, you smiling and got this dude. Now, if I sit up here and do that, like, let's just pump the brakes and push it back, because, man, like, to be straight up honest, like, it shouldn't happen, period. Like, right. Girl, you the prettiest thing up in here. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. My husband thinks so, too. Like, oh, you look good. Like, oh, yeah, my wife said that every day. Like, that's how you kill it.
Yeah, I agree.
You need to kill it. You need to nip it in the bud, because that's the start. You know?
I want to make it clear, accepting a compliment, receiving a compliment, accepting a compliment is not the same as accepting flirting. And receiving someone flirting with you and you proceed to flirt back. That is not the same thing. So the compliment is like he just said, oh, you the finest thing in here. Oh, thanks. My husband feel the same way, or my husband think the same. Even without using your spouse. Oh, thank you, and keep it moving. Oh, thanks, and keep going. That's me. I was like, thank you, and I keep it moving. It's nothing for me to be like, oh, you think so? Oh, that's so sweet of you. No, it's like, thank you, smile, keep moving. This goes into when I be saying or thinking, like, how are people getting into the that's another video though, but when I say how are people, or married women, how are married people getting into where a number is being asked, or like what's happening that a conversation is getting to that point, or but anyway, that's different. We want y'all to answer in the comments, or tell us how y'all feel. Explain, is cheating acceptable? Do you think it's like flirting? Not a big deal? I'm sorry.
Flirting. Is flirting acceptable?
Well, that's because we did the cheating.
Wow. Jeez,
I'm thinking about the
yeah, you're thinking about the the other topic we did. Flirting. So is flirting acceptable?
Do you look at it as it's not a big deal? Because some people will say that, like, it's not a big deal. Okay, but it not being a big deal, or it's not that serious, people say. It's not a big deal, or it's not serious. I feel like open the doors to other things, or lead into other things. Because now especially like being at work. So now you done flirted with somebody. Now y'all flirting on a daily basis, on a regular basis. Now when people say, and I'm guessing this is how we flow into the work wife, work husband thing. I don't play that. Listen, I don't play about my marriage. I don't take it lightly. It's not acceptable to me. That's just me.
Right, but before you go deep into it, I wanted to add on to what when you said let me get it. I just had it. Is when you said what it lead to or whatever. Mm-hmm. And from a male perspective, and pretty much I don't even care. I'm spilling it all. So ladies, this is how it is from a male perspective. If a male compliment a woman, here's the first thing you gotta understand. That male seeing that woman, he thinks that she's beautiful. So you gotta understand that the thoughts are in our head. I don't know how women thoughts are, but our thoughts are detailed. So when we see that woman, we got so many sexual thoughts in our head. So we're like, okay, let me test the water and let me see. Mm-hmm. So it could be, I could say, it could be somewhere at the gas pump. We see her pumping the gas, whatever. We're gonna say something slick or say something that's like, in a way of like being helpful, like being a gentleman, but at the same time, we still up to no good.
Yeah, you're trying to see.
So we trying to see. So you got options. Here how it is. When a male sit up here and see that woman at the gas pump, if she look back at him and check him out and kind of give him like a little smile, okay, he's gonna approach it.
For sure.
For sure.
I feel like that. I can't even smile at people. I gotta, if I'm smiling at a guy, I look and quick turn my eyes because what you just said is true.
Yeah.
You can't even smile without like, oh, that's a go. Like,
and
no,
also,
no.
Or say like, if you at the gas pump, if a woman or whatever, the woman, she's at the gas pump, she's pumping the gas, she don't pay attention to him. We're guys. We're going to do something to make you notice us. Or are we going to say something? Or are we going to say something like, you up over there pumping your gas? Let me go ahead and pump your gas for you. How much you putting up in here? I got you, da-da-da. And you open the door and then that's how I start. And then from there,
women do the same thing.
Yeah, I know women do the same thing, but I'm saying from a man perspective, a man is going to do, I feel like, I see women do it, but I feel like it's majority guys that will go all out just to sit up here and make it, you know what I'm saying, and make it known. So what I'm saying is that
it's just how men view it. They like, oh, it ain't.
So what I'm saying is that when you like in our mindset or whatever, we thinking like 1,000 things in our head, like dang, what we can do to her, and all this other crap. All I need is that open invitation. And once he get that open invitation or whatever, I mean, let's be real. That's when their ideas, they're gonna try to make them come real. And even if it's like, okay, y'all just like talking, flirting, or whatever, it's you gotta understand, like it start off with an idea. And then with that idea, you thinking about it, then you start to pursue one of those ideas. And that's how it is. That's how it straight up is from a male.
That's
like,
how
I don't care.
Go,
I mean, that's how it go period. But man, I'm just saying, like from a male perspective, like our minds, like I don't know how women are again, but our minds be. Like it's so much stuff that be floating on our, especially sexual stuff that be flowing on our heads as soon as and we can flirt all day. I know, but I'm just saying, like that's how it is. Like it's so many ideas that flow into our head that we, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and pursue those ideas. So that's how it is for males. And any woman that's out there or whatever, and you having this issue, that's how I start off. Yes, it goes both ways. But man, I'm gonna be straight up with you with guys. Boy.
So in other words, what you're saying, I would say, can lead into why I tell women, or as women, we should not. You nip it in the bud. You don't have to be nasty, mean, and all that, but it's not okay for somebody to be flirting with you and you accept it, because then it can lead to harassment. It could just lead to too much. So you kind of want to nip it, not kind of, you want to nip it in the bud quick, or like cut it. No, like I don't play those type of games.
And
quick.
also too, it's, I mean, for the guys too, the same way. Like, the reason why I did that, because it's you have, because like I understand, like, reason why I say that, because like some guys, whatever, they like, it's a lot of guys out here that's like, yo, this is my wife, I'm faithful, I'm loyal, and then turn around, you get that woman that's like, you know, all the good guys always taking, and then they, you know, they want to challenge it and see like, okay, if they can get at you.
Men are doing the same thing. That's why I keep saying it's the same.
And when I'm saying, like, you saying it from a woman perspective. I'm saying from a guy, like, we still have to do the same thing. But again, like, it's like more men is out here doing it or accepting the flirtation, because of the simple fact of, I'm gonna be straight up, like, they weak in the flesh. They weak.
You think it's more men?
Yeah.
I don't. I think it's more the same for both.
I think it's more.
You may not know.
I mean, I may not know, but I think it's more males, because like the simple fact of like, man, we're like really weak when it comes to it or whatever, and it's like rare when you get a guy that's like, you know, they'd be like, thank you, whatever, and then just brush it off, or just like, oh yeah, I appreciate you for that, yup, and then keep it going.
So is it ego? Why you think men is more? Because it ain't. I mean, you saying weak in the flesh, but no.
I don't think it's ego. I just think like I just feel like some males they I don't know why we do this, but they want to see if they still got it. So
that's ego.
You know, that's ego.
Yes, because flesh. I'm not gonna get into that. Okay. So you're saying no. Do you feel like it? And I'm gonna ask this question. Do you feel like it's okay? Obviously, I know your answer, but do you feel like it's acceptable, or like it should be a lenience between a man accepting flirting and a woman, or like a man can flirt, not a man can flirt, a woman can flirt and it ain't gonna do nothing, but a man shouldn't be flirting? Or do you think the other way? A man can accept a flirt, he's just taking because like I just said, accepting a compliment and accepting flirting is not the same thing.
Yeah, like with males, you could accept a compliment, just leave it like that, and then just keep it moving.
So shouldn't nobody be accepting no flirting?
Yeah,
compliment,
it should be.
Thank you. Keep it
I don't. And the reason why I say that, like, I don't even care. Like, honest, I mean, I don't care if it is some type of problem or friction in the relationship. It shouldn't get to that point to where y'all just can't sit up here and talk it out and just talk and just, you know, express how y'all feel with nothing but love and understanding. And I mean, but you got a lot of relationships that's like that, and it's like, that.
Okay, so I want to go back to when you were explaining how you saying how men think, or the male perspective and all that, and you were explaining, and I was saying like, no, it go both ways. As far as you said men, what did you say? Men put themselves out there, or men try to see.
Yeah, they try to test the water. Yeah,
not test the water.
They try to see a way in, like, if they can find a way in.
So women do the same thing. When they're trying to get a guy, they gonna do the same thing. It's not, the ways may be different.
Yeah, I believe the ways is different. Yeah.
So.
Reason why I say the ways is different, because like, okay, so I feel like a woman, she, like, if she won't, and I'm saying this from like past experience, when I first moved out to Arizona, they was just like, they know if you ain't from there, and if you look good, they come at you real quick, and I'm like, whoa. Wait,
that's just the times. I don't think.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, you know, and then, like, they don't even ask or care, like, if you got in a relationship, married, and they just boom. A guy, he's gonna, you know.
It's the same. That's what I'm saying.
I feel like a guy, he's gonna tiptoe around it.
No.
Yet, if a woman sit up here and say, "Oh, I'm married," okay, Let me stop.
It's
Because
the same.
it's the same. Yeah,
women are doing the
yeah.
same things that these
Okay.
men are doing. That's why I say it's the same. Maybe the
the
way
I think it's the approach is different. Yeah,
I don't even think that it's all the same. I can see it from
you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Like
yeah,
you playing. Listen.
Yeah, and I yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I'll go ahead and 86 what I just said.
Because you thought about
because I had to think about it because it's like I remember I forgot what year, but it became a year where women was just like, I'm fed up with this, and they just started acting like dudes. And start doing stuff like dudes do.
It's a spirit. That's why. Okay. So let's get into a story time real quick. And this is why I kept saying when you was talking like it's the same. So we're gonna get into a quick story of what happened with us. If y'all want to hear, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm gonna try to make this quick, or let's make this quick. So my husband had a coworker at work, or a manager, right, or a boss.
Boss manager.
Okay, woman come on the scene. What was the first thing? So he was telling me about, oh babe, we have this new manager or whatever. She's this, and I'm like, okay. I remember hearing about her. Then he come in one day and say, hey, so my manager was talking about how she's getting harassed at the job, my boss, whatever. And I was just talking to her about, no, I'm sorry, that went first. First it was, she said, I appreciate your hard work. You know, you're really working and all that. So I didn't say that. I just took a little note like, oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah,
not even thinking like, okay,
all right,
that's
let
good.
me, hold on. I'm not trying to clear it up, whatever, and I'm not trying to protect her. So, but I'm just saying, like, okay, so I came home. So this is how I viewed it.
Quick.
Okay, this is gonna be quick. This is how I viewed it. She's like pretty much like a jolly person. She's always happy, smiling, stuff like that. And that's what, you know what I'm saying? And that's how everybody viewed her, whatever. So I told my wife, like, hey, you know, she gave me 2 days off because, you know, I was coming in on my off days and stuff like that. So I had like Saturday, Sunday, then Monday, Tuesday off, whatever. So she said she appreciated my work and whatever. Mm-hmm. She said, go ahead, take them 2 days off with pay.
I'm like,
and
okay.
I told her that.
No. All right.
Right.
The next time it was some guys harassing her at work, and you know, she came to me like she wanted advice, like she didn't know what to do. I was telling her she need to say something, she need to go to management, she need to let them know, you know.
Yeah, or it's going to keep going on.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, no, I don't like conflict and nothing like that. So I was like, okay, but it's going to keep happening. Right. So I let it be.
That was number 2, and because I asked him, why is she coming to you? Why is she coming to you talking about that? It wasn't even like a why she come. It was like, well, why would she be coming to you and she need to be going to management? So okay, note number 2, I let it be, right? Number 3, it wasn't 3 the cookies?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get to these cookies, because this one I had a blow up, because I was like, you know what? Now, it was something else you said before that, and I remember saying she could try me if she want to, and you like, what? Like, babe, what are you talking about? And I was like, babe, hear what I just said. We ain't got to talk about no. She could try me if she wants to.
I remember what you said, but I forgot what it was, but it was
that's it. No, because
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying with the cookies. So with the cookies, it was like,
can I say my part?
Go ahead, say your part.
So with the cookies, right, y'all? No, I get up for work one morning, about to go to the salon, and I come in my closet and I smell burnt cookies. So I'm like, what is that smell like? Okay, so I see a box, and I'm like, cookies. So I see the cookies, but I see a card or like a little note with it. So I'm like, what is this note? Now, was this thing open or no?
The card?
Yeah. Because I don't think I would have just been. It was open, because I would have just been let me see what this card says.
Yeah, it was open.
So I see a little stick. No, it was a sticky note. That's what it was. Yeah. So it was a card, but then a sticky note, and the sticky note said something about a joke. It was a side joke, y'all.
It was a side joke, and the side
joke.
And the side joke, it was saying that I hope these cookies make up for the candy that I had took from you. And that was that. And then, yeah, she was livid. She was hot. So she came and she asked me about it, and I was like, she wrote it because, you know, she sat up here and took my candy, whatever, that I had on my desk. And she said, I hope this makes up for me, whatever.
It was a wink face on it, though. With a wink face. So I said, so why, as a married man, she would think it would be okay to give a note to you like this? And why, I went off, y'all. Why would you accept this? Why these birth? I was mad.
Yeah, she was mad.
In my house, in my closet, you gave the kids stuff.
Yeah, just going in. And
you gave my kids
and I was like,
but y'all,
and my response was,
I was going in
and my response was like, you know, I just put them up on the thing, and I was like, honestly, I was tired. I ain't think not much of it. I don't even care about this stuff or whatever. Like, and I told her, like, you know, she gave everybody, you know what I'm saying, burnt cookies or whatever, you know.
I said, did she give everybody a side note?
Yeah, she was like, did she give everybody a side note? I was like, I don't know, everybody got a card.
I said, well, why don't you ask them when you go to work? Ask them when you go back to work.
So anyway, I went back to work. I talked to one of my coworkers about it. One of my close boys, whatever. He was like, yeah, she gave me a note too or whatever. But he was like, but they just some burnt cookies or whatever he was saying. I was like, I know, but she's like, you know what I'm saying? It's the note. He was like, oh man. He was like, yeah. So
okay, so let's fast forward. Because some people may be looking at it like, okay, it's not that deep, right?
Right. So
I knew though. So, like, I know. I'm like, I know.
So fast forward.
You don't think I'm stupid. I was going in, y'all.
So fast forward. We sat up here. I talked. She let me know. She talked to me about it, and I was like, okay, I understood, and I let her know. All right, I got you. I see it from your perspective, and me, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was blinded because, like, number one, I wasn't even stunning her. Number two, I was focused on other things, like so far as in getting up out the company and starting my own business, and a lot of things I was venturing off into. So I ended up pretty much resigning, not because of that. I just resigned because of simple fact of like I needed my own thing. I needed to start my own business. But anyway, she had said, "Hey," the ex-boss, whatever. She said
before he resigned. Go ahead.
Yeah, she said, "Hey," you know, she was like, she had said, I set you up with a job interview up here at Lifetime Fitness or whatever. If you want to talk to the guy, whatever, he want to, you know, interview you and see how you like it. And then, you know, you go ahead and go from there. So I was like, all right, bet. So I told my wife about it and, you know, make sure that she was okay with it. And then she was like, it's just better be that interview and, you know, just let me know how it is. And that's that. I was like, all right, I got you. So when I went up there, whatever, I met the guy. We started talking. And, you know, interviewing went real good. And she was up there. She was up there playing basketball. So as I'm about to go and leave, she was like, hey, you want to come play basketball with us or whatever? And I was like, all right, we could just do one quick game. So when I walked up in, she was like, okay. She was like, RJ's on my team. We got this, and that. Mm-hmm. So it was a guy that was there. And the guy was looking at me like, you know how guys are, like very territorial. So he walked over here or whatever. He was like, he said something smart to me and then he walked off. And I say, huh? And then next thing you know, we just started playing. So we played the game, whatever. And then she was like, you want to play again? I was like, no, I got to get up out of here. So then the dude walking over was like, he was like, yeah, is that your girl? And I was like, nah, that's my ex-boss or whatever. He was like, oh, okay. So
the dude even saw it.
So he said something else. But I forgot what I forgot what he said. But I know it wasn't nothing to where it made me put hands on him. I was just like, I was just like, okay. I was like, I see it now. So I was like, okay, I see it.
But the reason he saw it was, why did he see it?
He saw it because he saw like how she was, like how she.
No, because he liked her is why. He
liked her, whatever. He wanted her. So
like,
he set up. So after the whole thing, whatever, he said what he said. I was like, all right. I was like, all right. So I was like, you know, trying to get her attention. Like, yo, I'm out. They both came at me at a V. Let me get this right. They both came at me at a V, but I guess like somebody shot the ball and the ball ended up. Another ball ended up knocking out her hand. She ended up running over there to go get it. So then the dude was over here like, you can feel it. So I just went straight at him like, yo, if you like her, go talk to her. Like, you know, he was like,
he was looking
for real? He was looking like pause or whatever. And he was looking confused.
She turned red? Like,
and she came back, she turned red. Look, I was like, yeah, y'all go ahead and talk. Like, you know, I was like, I'm married. Like, go ahead. He like, oh, so they ended up exchanging numbers, and
And then you came home and said, what?
I did back, and I came home. I was like, all right, babe, like, you was absolutely right. Like, I see, like, because the guy, he came at me, he said something, and then
I said, right about what? You was right. She was. I said, oh, really?
yeah, and then hold on, wait. But when I said him, he said like, yeah, she right about it, and I was like, you know, I was calm and I was humble about it, and I apologized, and she just, you know.
No, I was saying I really like that in my head. I wasn't saying that.
She was she was just like, bag. You was like, bag. I told you. She was like, you know,
I was
like boasting about it a little bit.
you.
I was like, yeah, you right, you got it, babe. You was going, and I'm saying it's subtle. I'm saying it's subtle, and I was like, babe, you right, you absolutely right.
I was on point,
and I ain't say nothing else. And then she kept going about it till she emptied all what she had to say out. And then I looked at her, I was like, so we okay, babe? She was like, yeah, we good.
We good.
So,
we ain't talked about it ever since then.
Yeah, we ain't talked about it since then till now. But the whole thing is like, the whole point of it is like, you know, it would, like, on my end, I promise you, it was nothing where I was over here trying to test the water or anything like that.
Yeah, but that's why you was blinded or couldn't see.
I was blinded because it's the fact of like I was focusing on the work I had to do at the job, and I was focusing on my business that I was going to start, my personal training business I was going to start up. And I was so when like, and I say this because like when you got a real, true, honest man or whatever, and he's not stunting that, he's not focused on that or whatever, guys, we have to pay attention.
I was about to say,
we have to pay attention. We still got to pay attention because even though if we got that, yeah, like even though we got that straight tunnel vision, we like, yo, I got this vision, I got this dream, I need to get, you know, I want my business, I want to do this, I want to do that, but we still have to open that tunnel vision up and just, you know what I'm saying, look around and see what's going on. Because if we don't, you know, like, even though we're not paying attention to it, you go slip up, just like them dang on cookies and slipped up. Because I was just
peeping the scene. Because like I said, I'm not looking out or seeking to try to catch a man trying to talk to me, and I know I'm married, but I'm not paying no attention. But I'm aware that when it's happening, I be like, no, and shut it down real quick. No. So that's our story with, again, should flirting, do you guys think flirting is acceptable? The what is it, work wives and husbands and all of that, is that okay with you? Do y'all think that's okay? How do y'all view that? I want to know, because like we said before and we're saying again, that look at where it will lead to, or the doors that you're opening up for those type of things. It may start off, and it's no such thing as innocent flirting unless you're single. So to me, that's just me. It's not okay.
So during the whole process of marriage, because I never heard or nothing like that, and I'm not assuming. Mm-hmm. So you haven't sat up here and had a dude that said something like to you, whatever, and you like, and then not even mention or say, hey, I'm married or anything like that.
In the first sense, yeah, I giggled, and then I was like, okay. No, it was never. No, I'm gonna say no. I've never.
While we was married.
Yes, I've never been like in a way where it was like they can see. Okay, let me say something else. Why?
I just want to know.
No, I'll shut it down. I'll be like, thank you, haha, thank you, you know, and keep it moving, because I'm not interested. I'm not trying to see if I still got it. As you say, man got saved. I know I still got it. No, I'm just playing. I'm not trying to see. I'm not trying to see if I still got it. I don't have time for that. And I'm married. I see one person only. I don't see other people. I mean, clearly I see them with my eyes. I have a husband. I'm not interested in nothing else. So if I'm thinking of the way you're asking me that question, like you was like, and kind of left the door open still, no. It be him trying to be nice, I don't know what it is, but I'm not even thinking. You see it though, like I'm not thinking of nobody like that either, but I can see what's happening.
So what I started doing, just nipping in the bud, because I don't pay attention to it because I don't care. I'm throwing my wife out there. The first thing I'm doing, I'm throwing my and
if you
I
ask
know
me,
it's
I
so.
don't think that's okay.
I like I shouldn't have to do it, but at the same time, it's like,
I mean,
yo,
that's your
back
way.
up, like
That's
back
your
up.
way.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Tell
your
me
way of
straight
shutting
up.
it down.
That's my way of shutting it down.
Okay, y'all, but we gonna stop here because we going all off on a tangent. So we just want to hear what y'all have to say. That was our point of view, or that was even story time to why we're saying one thing can lead to another, and don't nobody have time for that. I don't have time for step 1, 2, and 3 leading to something. Now I gotta come back, try to get back to square one because it shouldn't have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, that's too much.
In conclusion, just shut it down. Shut it down.
Down.
Shut it down. And if you don't shut it down, all you're doing is leaving the door open, and it's gonna lead to a lot of other things, whatever. And the main thing that you need to think about is you, your marriage, and what you built, through God.
You know, and we pray that this was not just entertaining, but
It was
helpful.
entertaining.
Not just entertaining, but helpful.
It was entertaining.
And like I said, we want to hear what y'all have to say. So share this video, like it, comment, obviously,
and also subscribe.
And subscribe to us.
Subscribe.
Y'all. We will see y'all in the next one. Bye, somebody. Bye, y'all. Love y'all.
Love you guys. God bless. Peace out.